how long it takes them to change cans here.
The only ones he's got.
He's making sure that the holes of the can are pointed towards the roller. He's double checking, he's not happy with it yet. Just move them a little bit so they're pointing at the roller, and then clamp it securely into place. And that was 1 minute to change cans. Okay, now he hasn't put his air hole in yet. This guy's going to put his air holes in. There he goes. Took us about 16 minutes to do that first 20 feet. See what it takes to do the next 20 feet.
Are you showing this guy what to do and what not to do? Yeah, it's all fucked up. Yeah, this thing spins. Yeah, those are them. Those are them.
I guess he's going 60 feet today, so that'd be 10, 20, 30. Took him 16 minutes to do 30 feet. He's going to do the next 30 feet real quick here. That's the way it should be running. He did much better on the holes that time.
Why, 30?
Now there was a raised spot there at the 2x4 that they're going to do by hand. Sometimes that's where the single wide gets in a little bit tighter. But on this wide open area, you're better off use the double wide for coverage, 27 inches.
You're gonna have enough with those cans to leave this? All right.
They're probably a little less than 60 squares without the, they've got rubber to go up the parapets yet. Probably closer to 55 square total. You saving this edge or gluing it? You saving this or gluing it? This edge. You saving this or is it a seam? Or you?
We're gonna save that.
Okay. Just one more and you'll be done, huh?
Yep.
That took about 21 minutes to do the 55 squares the second time. First time took them 15 minutes. You sure you wouldn't rather use 9-inch rollers?
Pause. Way to put the cans for the holes so they pour out even on the roll.
And we're off.
After we did the wall, you can run by the sheet.
Yeah, I can do the sheet for the wall. Oh yeah, leave them or else we'll do the sheet for the. We'll
We can do the wall by hand, then you can run by and do the sheet.
It's enough to do with it.
That much faster.
Yeah, it's enough to do with
Can I
it.
see that hand for a second?
Plugging up your air hole.
This machine. Best invention.
All
10
right.
times faster than doing it by hand.
Have you ever used CO2?
Yeah.
What do you think of those?
It's fast, but the cleanup for the CO2 itself, spend way too much time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. This, it weighs a lot more too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like getting it up on the roof and that kind
Getting
of
it
thing.
up on the roof and the time that's spent on the cleanup itself, you know, you'll spend almost just as much time gluing your sheets as you do at the end of the day, taking it apart, cleaning it up, getting it ready for the next day. And if you don't do it, it slows down your production for the next day, you know. Somebody's got to stop and clean it.
So what cleanup do you usually do with the Better Spreader at the end of the
Better
day?
spreader? Well, if there's any glue on here, we'll shave that off because then it'll rub up against the roller itself and slow it down. The wheels we try and keep as clean as possible. And this itself will wrap in plastic, the roller itself, because then you can reuse it.
Okay, you'll wrap that up at the end of the day to keep it soft.
Yep.
Okay.
But for the most part, just these bottom legs and the wheels
Yeah.
are the most important.
Well, that's like right now, you know, the longer that sits in the sun, the harder it's going to be.
Exactly. And the only other thing is like these rods, if you don't keep up on the cleanup, the glue gets right in between the rods. It's hell to get off.
Right.
Because
Right.
we got another machine, the other big one we have at the shop. Somebody mashed the little hole
Yeah.
trying to get the pin
the
out
axle,
itself.
right.
They were smashing
They were
it with a
hammering on
hammer
it.
and balled it over so we couldn't slip a pin in.
Right.
So we just ended up making something to keep it on there. But
Right. Right. But if you take it off at the end of the day, you're a lot better off.
you're a lot better off. The cleanup on it's a lot, you know, faster if you keep up on it every day.
Okay. Well, that's great.